growing up, I was always defined as being, the nerdy kid in class. Nobody in high school or grade school, nobody would want to go to parties with me, but everyone would want to play Dota with me. As early as 2 years old, my dad, kasi he had a family computer, and I grew up in a really tech-oriented family, and I remember he was setting up the computer, and the keyboard was on a table, and when I was 2 years old, I got the keyboard, I went to my bed, and then I set it down there, and I just started typing away, and I knew then and there that I was fascinated by it. So my dad picked me up after setting up the computer, and we booted up this game called Wolfenstein 3D. And my face lit up. Like, I really vividly remember it, kahit na 2-3 years old pa lang ako nun. Gaming in general was a way for me to escape my daily problems, struggles, stresses, from school. But content creation is a whole different beast. Like, it's not something you do to escape from something. It's something you're super passionate about. That's why you do it. When you're a kid, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a pilot or whatever. But to me, the answer was never clear. So that's, some people are fortunate to find what they're passionate about or what they want to do really early on in life. For me, that wasn't the case. I was really struggling back in college. I left school and then came back, left school and then came back again, left school and then came back again, eventually shifting courses. Eventually I finished. Pero at that point in time, I knew I had to carve my own path. I took up music kasi in college. And my second love was music. I was in a band. And then recently, nag-disband na kami, sadly. But that was when I knew, I was really unhappy, and there was like a void in my life that I really needed to fill. So I decided na, okay, anong mangyayari pag bumalik ako dun sa roots ko na sobrang passionate about video games? Anong gagawin ko? Like, what would happen if I were to double down on that and just focus my path on that? Let's see where it goes. Kasi wala naman mawawala if you try it. When people ask what I do, I tell them, I make YouTube videos. And then usually they reply, YouTube lang ginagawa mo. Is that, a real job? And I understand naman the stigma behind that, but that's one misconception. YouTube is not easy. Content creation is really difficult and it requires a lot of hard work. Sometimes I work 12 to 16 hours a day to make a 4-minute video, And there's a lot that goes into it, and that's, I think, the biggest misconception is that some content creators don't get the respect they deserve, I feel. Especially being a starting YouTuber talaga, that's really one of the most difficult things to do, to prove to everyone that, okay, may mapupuntahan ako dito. Yun lang talaga, you have to back up what you say or your goals with the work ethic and what you do, obviously. So at first, my parents were really worried kasi I had a few job options and I ended up in the gaming industry. At first, they were kind of apprehensive. Not naman, they were supportive naman, pero syempre parang they preferred something more stable or more traditional. But you really just have to go and do it and try your best to prove to them that there's something here that's worth it. The biggest impact was that I was able to find true happiness through content creation and through interacting with the community. Ang dami ko nakilalang mga bagong kaibigan that I'm really thankful for. My confusion, my struggles in the past, the sadness that was associated with it, the void that I needed to fill, parang feeling ko na overcome ko yun. When I go to mga gaming events for work, it's nakakatuwa, nakakataba ng puso na may mga nakakilala sa akin kahit papano. And yun, I'm able to make a living out of it. And I'm really blessed and thankful for that I can do something that I love. You know, some people are not as fortunate, but you know, it really is possible. It really is possible to find that. The number one tip would be, don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job. There are a lot of big YouTubers there who still have a day job, and you know, in the end, you can use your income to fund the channel. So it's not something you dive into without a plan. So you need to plan ahead and understand the value of patience. Before I started the channel, I've been thinking about it and contemplating for close to 3 years. The gear you see around me, this was a product of really saving up a lot of money and working, you know, tirelessly, freelance projects for so long para lang makapag-invest ako for the channel. Be yourself in your videos, you know, as cliche as it sounds. Kaya nga YouTube. Pero, yan, like, in the end, people do a lot of the same ideas. It's hard to be 100% original, but one thing that's original is your own personality. So, yeah, it's never too late to start YouTube or start content creation. Actually, I think now is the perfect time. And most importantly, don't give up. Even if you've already started, if you're an aspiring content creator, and you know it's going a bit slower than you'd expected, don't give up. Because you never know when you might break out. You know.